Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I'm very pleased to show you a car that we recently purchased. Come on over and take a look at it. One of the really fun things about what I do is all the people we meet and all the cars we get to see. We ended up getting a phone call from a fellow who lives in Asheville, North Carolina, 90-year-old British guy, and he had 3 cars, of which we purchased all 3 of them. And this E-type, this magnificent E-type, was one of those cars. Peter, who came over to America in the 50s, has lived in America in Asheville, North Carolina the whole time. He built up a small manufacturing company and built lawn equipment, essentially, and he always loved cars. This car he purchased from the original owner in the early 70s, about 1972. So he knew the car, being in Asheville, and it was right around 40,000 miles. So it was a 40,000 mile, 3-year-old car, 4-year-old car when he purchased it. It is a 1967. Technically, it's a Series 1 1/4, so it does not have the glass-covered headlights. It is more like a Series 1 car. It is a 4.2-liter engine with a synchro-mesh transmission, of course. However, the interior, which we'll get to, is a Series 1 interior. So the old-style switchgear, the toggle switches, not the rockers, the door handles, all of that is Series 1. So beautiful, beautiful car. Peter bought the car. It had never been in an accident, just a nice, lightly used car. He drove it for a couple of years. It then sat for a while. And then in 2012 and 2013, Peter decided to essentially refurbish the car. So this is a car that, and we have all of the receipts for it, in 2012, and the work was done by Old English Cars, a company that used to be in Mills River, North Carolina. And I have all of his records and receipts. He gave them the car. They stripped it down to the bare body. They removed the engine and transmission, the rear suspension, the front suspension, shipped it off, had it painted. It is British Racing Green. It's a slightly different hue than what it was originally. So we also got a heritage certificate for the car, and it says that it was British Racing Green with a beige interior. It came into Jaguar Cars of New York, and it is a matching numbers car. So the engine in the car, which we have verified is the original correct engine, transmission, just the way it left the factory. During the refurbishment, as I mentioned, they did a complete respray. The engine and everything was out, so they did all the frame rails and everything inside. It does have its correct stamping on the right front picture frame rail, on the right front of the car. All of the numbers match correctly, the body and everything. When we received the car, it had been sitting for a couple of years again, and we refurbished it lightly for resale. We bought a brand new set of Dayton chrome wire wheels. These are brand new. We also put a brand new set of Sprint radials on it, so they are new. We had the engine filter and oil changed. We had all the fluids checked, gave it a light tune-up, and the car came to life beautifully. If we come and take a closer look at the car, it is in lovely condition today. The paintwork is about 10 years old and is holding up extremely well. All of the shut lines on this car are nice. This car was never damaged, no accidents. It's never had any rust. This is just the way the car has always been. If you wanted to take the car to the next level, I could not see any record of any chrome work being done, and I believe this is all original chrome. So the chrome is a little faded. I happen to like it, but I like patina on cars. But that would be one thing. If you wanted something to do, you could have some re-chroming done. Coming along the side of the car, Peter also, when he had it done, had the interior retrimmed. He went with what I would call a chestnut brown. I think it's gorgeous. It's a dark brown leather. This is what I meant by the earlier Series 1 hardware. All of this is Series 1 stuff. When he did the interior, he made the personal choice. He did the dash top and all of this in the same color. So it's all that chestnut brown. It's all leather, beautifully done, very professionally done. The seat leather is gorgeous. It has a really nice, wonderful, supple feel to it. This is an original boot cover from '67. All the carpeting was replaced when he did it. And we'll show you in more detailed pictures the top or hood is also relatively new. That was replaced. The clear plastic is very nice in the rear. Beautiful, again, shut lines are nice. Everything's working properly. Coming along the rear of the car, being an earlier Series 1 1/4, we have the small taillights on top of the rear bumper. Of course, we've got the Jaguar dual exhaust. Nerf bars here, coming along here, the small lights. The car presents itself very well. Please take your time and watch the driving video that we did. This is one of those cars. It is accurate and true mileage on the car. It's now showing about 41,700 miles. Peter only drove it about 50 miles since it was redone. When they did the restorative work on the car, they also, anyone who knows E-types, they dropped the rear suspension out. They replaced all of the subframe mounts. They went through all the U-joints, all the bushings, all the mounting points on the front of the car. They did ball joints, they did steering linkage, all of the parts, obviously, that get worn on a car, particularly a Jag. Again, beautiful. The doors just are wonderful on this car. Windshield is very nice. The bonnet is in excellent condition. There's no nose bumps on the car. When we got the car, we chose to install an aluminum radiator in the car. Peter was a bit of an inventor and had a larger header tank installed. We prefer going straight to aluminum radiators. We believe they dissipate the heat better. So the car is coming with a brand new aluminum radiator and header tank that has just been installed in it, and it runs nice and cool. And again, I just can't emphasize, this is just a nice, lovely old Jag. The mileage is accurate. 2 owners since new who have taken very good care of it. 41,000 miles. It drives beautifully. It's an earlier car, triple carb, synchromesh gearbox, 4.2, in a beautiful color combination. So please, if you have any questions, please ask us. It is not a perfect car, but it's damn close. And it's just a lovely old Jag. So please consider our car and ask us any questions you may have. Thanks for looking.